All right, we filled out our KWL chart. We watched our video and we learned some facts about sloths. Now we're going to read about them and answer some questions. What is a sloth? Did you know that a sloth is a slow-moving animal that lives in trees? Sometimes people are called sloths, but that's not because they live in trees. Rather, it's because they are moving so slowly. A sloth spends most of its time hanging upside down in a tree. A sloth will eat, sleep, and give birth hanging upside down. Their curved claws make it easy for them to hang on to the tree. Sloths are four-legged animals. They spend almost all of their lives up in a tree. They walk upside down along the branches. Sloths are also known to be good swimmers. That's surprising. Sloths are found in Central and South America. The sloth is nocturnal, which means it is active at night instead of the day. This means that it sleeps during the day. The sloth usually keeps to itself, although some female sloths congregate in small groups. The sloth has a thick brown coat of fur. They are plant eaters and eat mostly leaves, tender shoots, and fruit. The sloth has green algae growing on its fur. The sloth will lick the algae for nutrients. The algae also helps protect the sloth from enemies. Eagles, jaguars, and humans hunt the sloth. The algae growing on the sloth helps to camouflage it. All right, it's time to answer our questions. So I'll read them. You press pause, answer, and come back and see if we got the same answer. The first question is, in order for a sloth to live in a tree, it needs. Okay, look at your answers, reference the story, the passage, and then come back and let's see if we got the same answer. Press pause. In order for a sloth to live in a tree, it needs courage, to be the right size, curved claws, or to eat only plants. Okay, if you looked back to the passage, you would see that their curved claws make it easy for them to hang on to the tree. So I'm going to say curved claws. Number 2. According to the passage, how do sloths keep from being eaten? Go ahead and press pause, reference the passage, and find your answer. All right, number 2. How do sloths keep from being eaten? A, they are easily hidden. B, they are camouflaged by green algae. C, they are slow-moving. D, they have thick brown fur. Well, moving slow doesn't keep you from being eaten. If you looked back in the passage, you saw that the sloth has green algae growing on its fur, and that helps protect the sloth from his enemies. So I'm going to circle B. 3. Why did the author include the first paragraph? Okay, go back and read the first paragraph. Press pause and come back and see if we got the same answer. All right. Did he include the first paragraph to introduce main points about the sloth? To clear up misconceptions about the sloths? To generate questions about the sloth? Or to identify the food eaten by the sloth? I think he did it to introduce main points. That the sloth is slow-moving. That he spends most of his time hanging upside down in a tree. That he eats, sleeps, and gives birth hanging in the tree. Those are main points. Number 4. The best way to find the answer to question 3 above is to reread the entire passage, reread the first paragraph, and determine the main idea. Look for the words sloth and habitat, or skim the passage to look for clues. So question 3 asked about the first paragraph. So do you think you should reread the entire passage or reread the first paragraph? I think I'm going to circle B as well. Great job. I hope you enjoyed learning about the sloth.